Tyler, kind of a comeback win from there in the finals. Walk me through a little bit that comeback and how you stayed composed when you got down, gave it the first few points.
Well, it's kind of funny because I kind of rocked my head a little bit, got a little dazed off of that arm spin. But you know, I think everything happens for a reason. You know, there was a reason I went down, and it kind of forced me. Like, it put me under the gun. I had to go score. You know, I couldn't really sit around. Had to start finding ways to start wearing on them, and I think I did a really good job of that with my hand fighting. But you know, it's just a part of the game. Sometimes you're down. Sometimes you gotta go score some points, and that's what I did.
This was a tough bracket. How'd you get tough? Go through. You had what, 6 matches?
I think 7 maybe.
7
or maybe
over
6.
the past 2 days. How did it feel to run through that bracket?
It felt good. I haven't competed I don't think I've competed in about 10 months. I had hip surgery, which put me out for a while, but it just felt good to be back. You know, like, it was kind of awkward. I was packing my bag the night before I came out here, and I was just thinking to myself, like, it's been a while. So getting thrown into a tournament like this right away, as like my first tournament back, you know, it was nice. It was fun. Like, it was tough, but this is what I wish for, you know.
This is obviously just step 1 to making the world team, right?
Yeah.
Now you get to sit to the best of 3 finals in May. How important was that to you?
You know, I don't really think it was too big of a deal because, you know, I was in the finals last year and I fell short. And I had to run the tournament. You know, I had to go through that gauntlet, and it's tough. But I know I can do it. I know I could win this and sit, and I also feel I have the confidence that I could run through that gauntlet again. You know, make it to the top. But job's not finished.
Going back to your finals match a little bit, what's the difference between first period scoreless, second period you're throwing up 10 points, and you know, what does that say about you that you can respond like that?
Well, it's kind of funny. Me and my teammates back at home, they say I'm a different wrestler in the second period, and I think it's true. I feel like I wear on guys in the first, and I put my points up in the second. So it's not too big of a deal. You just gotta find a way to wrestle. And that's how I do it. I like to wear on you in the first, and I'll score in the second.
So missing out on the world team last year, how have you developed or grown as a wrestler since then? Help you start?
Well, before I got surgery, that was the last competition that I competed at, and it's just been sitting with me, you know. I lost to Sergio Vega twice, actually. He beat me on the top side and then again on the back side, which sucked, but you know, I've trained with him. He's really good. Like, I learned from my losses every time, you know. I couldn't be more grateful for, losing, you know. Like, it sounds crazy to say, but I kind of enjoy losing because it gives me a new goal, you know. It gives me something to work on. And of course I'm going to learn from that match that I just wrestled, but you know, I've been sitting on that thought of taking 4th, I think, at the end. But now is my time to come back and show that I can make a team and perform at Worlds, not just making a team, you know. Making a team isn't the goal, but winning Worlds is the goal.
So just talking about this weekend, what did you enjoy about competing this weekend? What does it mean for you to come out, take first place, you know, get a national title? Even though you do have bigger, better goals ahead, what does that mean to you?
It feels good, you know, like, I didn't overlook this tournament, you know, like this is one of those small goals to get to being a world champ in the future, you know. So, you know, I'm extremely grateful, and yeah.
Well, last thing, is there anyone else you'd want to give a shout out to or say hey to?
My brothers, my older brother Caleb, he actually got surgery with me, and he was gonna compete here, but it's just a little too soon. It wouldn't have been too safe, but that guy helps me so much, and I couldn't be more grateful for him. My younger brother Connor, my whole family really. Like, I get to wrestle with Connor. I get to make him better. You know, I get beat up by my older brother Caleb, and then I pass it down, and then I have an even younger brother Cash. You know, he's gonna be better than everybody. And then even my oldest brother Caden, he doesn't wrestle anymore, but he helps me so much in life. Like, that's my best friend, and I couldn't be more grateful to have him. And then my parents, of course, and then Coach Angel, all my teammates. I could go on and on about this all day, but yeah, family for sure.
Thanks, sir.